In the remote northwestern parts of Botswana, the largest population of our kind roams these very lands, an estimated 200,000 of us. We've been around for centuries, watching as things have come and gone. Botswana is our home. It's one of our last strongholds in Africa. As human populations increase, so too do both of our needs for natural resources. The Elephants Next Door aims to explore how we elephants and humans can coexist. The series sets out to investigate whether it's possible for you and I to live in harmony. On today's episode, we meet an artist. Lean has figured out how to use her skills to make a living right here in Mon, Botswana. She is also doing wonders for her community, putting on plays, creating art, and passing on her knowledge to other locals. And she does all this while living with us, right next door.
My name is Lean van der Linde. I am the owner of Takadu Treasures. So Takadu, or Takadu, as the locals seem to pronounce, is the Setswana word for aardvark. But there's also Gombi Gombi. It came from the aardvark that myself and Patricia Victor built in Goita, near, and that was 20 years ago when we did that project. We decided to, take this bull by the horns and build this giant aardvark in the middle of nowhere on the side of the road. Giant steel structures and cement. And it's a beautiful sculpture, and still standing there. There's no cracks, and everyone in Botswana knows. And I often get pictures of, oh look, this is me at Timmy, and it's lovely to get that sort of response. People would often say to me, "Oh yes, you the girl who built the aardvark," and I would say, "Yes, me and Patrice built that long ago." I was born and went to school in Pretoria in South Africa, and then went ahead and studied in Pretoria at Pretoria Technical Arts Campus. Theatre crafts was where I finally found my mojo. And then I went on to do my in-service training at the Royal Shakespeare Company in Stratford-on-Avon, which was, quite special. Then came back to South Africa, worked all sorts of places, freelanced a lot. And then I went ahead and studied. I did my master's degree in technical theatre production in North Carolina at the University of North Carolina, Chapel. So after my 3-year stint in North Carolina, my partner and I came back to South Africa, Johannesburg, and we had a family. And then we decided to do a round trip in Botswana, show the kids the aardvark. And then we came on a 1-year contract. My partner was contracted to do wildlife filming, and we ended up staying full 3 so far. So we haven't. We ended up staying longer than the year, and we're very happy in Botswana and happy to stay in Mon. So during the lockdown, it became clear that we needed to get work permits or resident permits so that we can stay on. And we subsequently got that, and that's when I started my company. Well, it started with a friend who recognized creativity, and she suggested that I print on fabrics because there's a need for linen and soft goods in the lodges. And I came up with a couple ideas, and the company was born like that. And we are still making, and it feels like we are finally making headway in that direction. So because of the Takadu Treasures' involvement in interior decorating and bespoke handcrafted items, we were approached to execute the designs that were made for the Okavango brewery. Of course, happily we accepted. A nice challenge, really slick finishes. And then there was also some painting work and some construction work that we were happy to do. And then, of course, there was this whole lockdown situation that we found ourselves in, all of us. And the designer couldn't make it through to Maun, and I ended up liaising really closely with the designer and made some design choices. And, we built the interior of the brewery. I'm working from the power station complex in town, and I have a container there, and there's a communal space where there's training happening, workshops, and then I'm also doing my printing from there. I do training for kids and training for adults in terms of, crafting skills that I teach. But I've also noticed quite a need for more local training in terms of sewing and crafting ideas, and especially sewing seems to be big. So I'm currently running a sewing workshop.
So the reason why I chose this method and not a screen printing, a different kind of printing, is because I am in the process of teaching some interested woman. Usually there's a guy who is interested in doing this, and it's a very low impact craft form, in that you don't need electricity. The whole stamping process is done by hand. It's lino cutting tool. Lino you can buy at the local stationery shop. So it's essentially quite an easy craft to manage from a homestay. And the idea is that I show or train people how to do it, and then we could make bags and whatever we think is needed, sew it up and have a locally manufactured craft for tourists and for locals alike.
Life is not always so serious out here. Humans do enjoy bringing a touch of razzle-dazzle wherever they go.
So I was approached by Botswana Center. They were putting a production on the planks, small planks, and I really enjoyed. It was an unpaid theatre production that I worked on, and I really enjoyed. It's my love to make props and design and build for theatre. The lips. The lips were, it was one of the first things that I wanted to make. But I knew from the beginning that it was not one of the most important parts of the production. There were a whole lot of props and things that was essential. But at the last minute, I decided I have to make those lips. They're, we can't do that production without that. So I found a friend to drop off some wood for me, and I painted those in the blink of an eye, and then managed to get them up and ready for the first preview. And they were beautiful. I was asked where in town did you get those printed? And it always feels so great when someone says that, and then I can say, no, I just painted them quickly. Just fantastic to be part of a theatre production in this small town, and the talent was unbelievable, and it was a beautiful production in the end.
On her way to the show, Lean encounters some activity we've left while passing through. Let's just say it's our way of wishing her luck for the show tonight, even if the signs do say no elephants allowed.
By some extraordinary coincidence, fate seemed to have decided that Brad and Janet should keep that appointment with Dr. Everett Scott.
So 3 years ago, we made the move from our Joburg Central Joburg house to move here. And this area is called the Boro, but it's on the Okavango River. And we live very happy in our tree house, and it's quiet, and it's a lovely change from city life to this. We always wanted to do this, and here we are happily doing so. It comes with a couple challenges. Driving to work and to school takes a long time. For example, where we're out here, it takes about half an hour to get into town center, center of Maun. And half of that trip is a trek through the Mopani Veld. And I always think of it as a little game drive on the way to school. We have seen elephants, but we often come across elephant activity, fresh tracks, all sorts of beautiful things happen on the way. Even the baby donkeys, and they're beautiful. So to get to work is a long journey. It's commitment living down here, but we wanted that.
Henry? Hi. I need some help. There's a tree that was knocked over in the middle of the road. I don't know how I'm gonna get across. Are you home? Can you help me? Yeah, it's across the whole road. I mean, I can probably try and maneuver around, but yeah. Okay, cool. See you now. Bye.
Life on the Delta can be magical and dazzling in many unexpected ways. Both our kind and humans have contributed to this beauty, and there is space for us both to shine.